Hey there guys, everybody, welcome to the video I'm making of how to live stream, take requests, and get tips from the free MySongList app. So I don't know about you, but I have played a lot of shows where I look out and I see people with their phones, kind of like I have right now, stuck in their face. And, you know, they're not necessarily ignoring what we're doing, but they're, bobbing their head along, whatever. They're even sometimes singing the chorus. And then they might stop during the chorus and grab their phone and take a selfie with their friend, because it's the cool part, or whatever. I don't know. But anyway, I was thinking, how can I get to those people? How can I find those people? How can I get into their phones? Everybody's got this phone. How do I get into that phone that's in everybody's hand right now? So, I had an idea. Man, if it was like this jukebox that's on the wall behind us, when we would get done playing, everyone would take this jukebox and pump it full of money and just go through and select all the songs that they liked. And I thought, man, if there was a way for me to have all of my songs on a list that they could do the same thing while I was playing, wouldn't that be cool? They could just, like a jukebox, pick songs from me, and I could play them if I had a way to see that on the stage. I said, that's a great idea. But I'm not a developer. I'm just, a very creative guy that likes to dabble in all kinds of things, and it just seems like, it was a great idea to come up with an app that I just didn't know how to do. But anyway, there's a creative pool, and we all know this as musicians, that if you don't do something, somebody else is going to do it. And that's where I want to introduce a few friends of mine, Michael Brown and Brian Taylor, who I met at a DIY musicians conference. I walk up to their booth, the MySongList booth, and I say, wow, is this what I think it is? And Michael goes, what do you think it is? And I said, is it blah, blah, blah? And it was exactly what I thought it was. This is exactly what I needed. This is exactly what we needed as musicians to get through to those people that have those phones. Everybody's got a phone in the world. Just about everyone has a phone, and they listen to their music on the phone. So if we can get through to those guys, then, we're halfway there. I mean, this is a great thing that is easy to use. It's easy to set up, and that's what I'm here tonight to show you how to do, is how to set this thing up and get it running, how easy it is. These guys did a great job, and we're going to start with, let's just, some of you guys may already have this app. If you don't have this app, you might be able to get to a computer. You can pull it up on a computer at MySongList.com. You could download it on your phone. It goes on any platform. It's, both platforms, the iPhone or the Android. And it's at the App Store. It's real easy. It's free. That's another thing. Your fans could download it for free. And let's just go on here and check it out. Let me just turn this around where we can see it and start from there. All right, so when you pull up MySongList, this is what you're going to see. This is the main page. And what you would want to do first is you would want to, as an artist, you want to create your own username and screen name, that kind of stuff. You basically set up an account like you would anything else. You give them minimal information. That's as an artist. Now, as an audience member, I don't think that's necessary. Some people like to do that so their name is in there. I have a lot of folks that watch me that are particular about, they want their name to pop up on the chat room, and that's one of the things that's really cool about this. Now let's just click on one of these guys and see what they're doing. This is the live stream window here where you can see where the guys are live streaming. Now you could just search in your area for performers or for certain guys that if you have their name, but we're going to click on Tony T here and see what he's got going on. I had him up here a little while ago and he sounded really good. Now here it pops up the artist screen and you can hear Tony playing. And the phones have a really good microphone on them, so you can actually hear the guy. And if you click right here, it brings up this window, which has, this is from an audience perspective, what they're seeing. They can go in here and see what's going on, hear this music. really good. So let's give him some claps. See this little thing right here? You click on that, clap, click, click, click. Now watch up here. Little claps will come across. Now he can see that while he's playing. You'll see that on your screen while you're playing. And right here is all of the chat. Now people, your fans can go in here and chat and talk to each other. I've have people that request songs that I don't have here, and then I can learn them a little bit later on. Let me turn this down some. Now, Tony T sounds good. Now this little thing here, if they like you, they click that, and now he's in my favorites. So when he starts a live stream, it'll let me know and say Tony T is actually going. Now let's go back to this down here. These are the 4 main buttons on here. The request button is this screen here, which has all of his songs. You can see, you just click on all these, and we can just, let's select this one right here, Norwegian Wood. Select, and then it's this easy. Send request. Now here's the great thing for artists. Send a tip to Tony T. You don't have to, but it's subliminal. Boom, you know, right there. Now return to song list. It takes me back to the beginning here. And we'll be back to listening to Tony T on his main thing here. Now there's his tip bucket. If you want a tip, you just click on this. It gives another screen up here. Now when you do this, you have to enter in your PayPal information or your credit card information, whatever, and that's, you know, on the customer's part there. So they do that, the audience members. So this is what the audience is going to see, and that's very cool. So Tony, I wish we could hang out for you, brother. I hope you look at this later and know that I did that, and you're sounding great. So we're going to go back here to the main screen, my song list. All right, now here we are at the main screen again. Now, as an artist, what you would do is you would go up here to this menu button. Now, as an artist, you've already made a username and screen name, those kind of things. Now, once you do that, then you need to go in and put you a profile pic in. Once you put a profile pic in, then when you're not playing, your screen will have your profile pic up there. And there's a few other things on there that I'll tell you about that we didn't mention that are great for that. But from the artist point of view, putting in songs in this, you know, you saw he had all of his songs on there. You saw that he had, you know, a nice little setup page. You don't have to do any of that. It does that for you. For putting songs in, you know, those are songs that he entered in for his particular set list. This isn't just, you know, you just have to sit and put all these songs in forever, and it takes a long time. I'll show you what I mean. Let's go to songs, song list down here. Go to song list, and it brings up all of these songs that I've put in already. It's not that this is just some library that my song list has. This is what I've put in here. So we can go to edit song list, and I can go to add a song. So let's add a song, and I'm going to add Take the Money and Run. Now here's the thing, you put Take the Money and Run. Sorry about that, I can't hold it still and type like that. And you put the artist. All right, so you got that in there, you hit OK, bam. All right, now watch this. It's added. Now let me go down here to Take the Money and Run. It's going to be down here under Steve Miller. It's all in alphabet. Take the Money and Run should be in here. Maybe it's the last one down here, or it hasn't updated yet. All right, let's update it. Where's the little... Let's see if it's in there. Go down here to Steve Miller, Take the Money and Run. There it is, Take the Money and Run. I'm going to click on it and look at this. This is going to be This is going to blow your mind. Look, there are the words and the chords all ready for you, ready to go. And I'm getting older, so I made the font bigger so I can see it. We can make it even bigger. Let's make it 25 points so we can really see it. All right, now here, check this out, okay? It's in G, or maybe I don't want it in G. Maybe I want it in another key. Maybe I want it in A. Okay, A. Okay, it's in A. Boom, it changed it for me. That is badass. All right, now here's the other thing. Watch this. This is great. While we're playing, you know, you're playing along, you hit this button right here, start, and like, here's a story about Billy Joe and Bobby Sue. You see it scrolling? It scrolls for you. You can speed it up too if you want to speed it up. It'll scroll faster. All right? So here's the thing. Honestly, if you don't know the words to that song, that's pretty bad, because that's an easy one to know the words to. But this is very helpful for if you don't know the words, or and it's right there in front of you, no problem. Now, there are other things on here that are really cool, like the tips part of it. You click on the tips. You can accept tips from PayPal or from credit cards. You have to go into the settings and actually set that up so that you put the numbers in there, your personal thing. So I'm not going to do that for you, because I don't want you to know my credit card stuff, obviously, but it's not that hard to do. Bam, if you've got to use PayPal, or, you know, you can have your credit card. That you can take credit cards, it'll go right into your bank. The thing is, they're going to charge a fee. And you can see here most of my tip amounts here for just this month. This thing more than pays for itself. You know, go back here to request. This is what the request screen looks like. Now, I'm going to go back to SongList, and I'm going to do this. I'm going to edit SongList, and I'm going to manage sets, and I'm going to add a new set. And we're going to call this set the MySongList test. All right, it's the MySongList test, all right? And then we're going to go in here, and we're just going to pick all the songs that we want to put on that test. And I'm going to put Dixieland Delight. I'm going to put Already Gone. I'm going to put Jambalaya. I'm going to put Dance, Dance, Dance. I'm going to put, well, I don't want to put Take the Money and Run, but it's there. I'm going to put Cold Shot. I'm going to put I'm Falling. All right, that's one of mine. So on your own stuff, you can put your lyrics in there if you want, but you don't have to. You know, I know my words. I don't need the words on a screen. But if you want your words on the screen, you have to type them in, because it's not going to find your words unless you're, you know, an artist that already has all of your words out there for everybody else. Then maybe, you know, you could put yours in there and they'll pop up. Mine aren't so famous, so I have to type them in. But there you go. We've picked several songs here. All right, you can see all my songs here. I Won't Back Down too. All right, so this is just for this MySongList test. I got 8 songs on there. I'm going to save that set. Please select at least 10 songs. There you go. So you have to have at least 10 songs. All right, so let's pick Lukenbach, Texas. And just because everybody gives me crap about this one, I'm going to pick Mustang Sally and dedicate that one to all of my friends that don't like Mustang Sally. Anyway, here we go. Save set. It's saved. All right. Boom. Added successfully. Okay. All right. Now, go back here to requests. Now, up here where it says set list, you drop that down and see it's in here already. MySongList test. All right. Now, this is the part where we need to go back out to the set, where I have everything set up, and give you guys a little bit more instruction on how easy this is to do and how easy it is to set up. And let me make sure I did get everything here that I was going to tell you about. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. You know, we've covered all of the main things here. You know, the thing that I really want to get across is it's so easy to set this thing up. I just set up a whole, I entered a song, it found the lyrics, I put my own songs in, I got a set put together, and actually we have different sets for different things. And when I get to the show, I just pull down the set I want to use depending on who's at that show, and I've got that already ready to go, so that I'm not dealing with songs that are on the list that I can't pull off because I don't have the right players. So that's what that's about. And so, here we go. We're gonna close this out, and we're gonna go out to the set and show you what it's like to actually, how easy it is to set up one of these. It's super easy. Now, I was in my office. Just to let you know, I'm in my house. I haven't gone anywhere special. The set isn't anywhere special. The set is actually in the garage. So if you set up one of these, have a little imagination. Don't just set up, some camera pointing at, up your nose. Have a little bit of thought when you start doing it. You want to have some good lighting. Lighting is important, right? And if you have a band, then use some of that lighting. It doesn't take that much time to set it up and break it down. And think about the backdrop. We don't want to see all the crap that's in your jam room. We want to see something cool, which is your performance. We don't want to be distracted by a bunch of things that don't matter. And I'm not here to give advice on how to do your podcast. I'm here to show you how to use the MySongList thing. I'm just giving you a little bit of advice that works for me. I think my podcast look good, and if you spend a little bit of time on the lighting in particular, it'll really look good. Now, we go to Performer Portal. It brings up the screen we had in there. All right. We hit that, and I'm not sure why it's not there. Let's go to Song List and see what it says here. My Song List test. There it is. All right. Maybe I had to scroll. See, this is a very new app. We're actually some of the first people to use this app. So here we go. Let's try this. Maybe I needed to scroll. Oh, live TV is great when you're having technical things. All right, it's like that, right? Yeah, I needed to scroll. There it is, right there. My song list test. That was our set that we were looking for. All right, we're good with that. Now watch this. When I hit live stream, bam, it pops up right here where I can see what's actually being streamed. That's really, really cool. So, and here's the phone that I've been carrying around. So, hi phone. All right, so now we've got that going on. Now look at this. This is really cool here. Actually, I'm going to take this out and move this closer. All right here, it says post status on Facebook. So we hit that. It says, okay, log in with Facebook. Are you kidding me? I was already logged in. All right, let's do this. Okay, we're going to do that. So it usually stays logged into Facebook. I don't know why it logged out. So we're going to log in. All right, there we go. We're logged in. See how easy that was? Bam. Now, post live stream on Facebook. Now, they have a thing down here, Facebook status. It says request songs, chat, and send tips at mysonglist.com/Stevierock. And that'll pop up on my page with another stream on top of this stream that we're doing right now. And so that's another way to get people to come to the actual the My Song List is on your actual, Facebook, and we like to put more information in that line sometimes and tell people to get over to My Song List. That way it kind of gets them over where they can tip, because you can't tip with Facebook Live. That's the one thing that about Facebook Live that's the drawback, is you can't tip. Why, so this eliminates all that problem, and it's free for them to do, so there's really, no drawback. So this next one says post live stream on Facebook. We want to do that. So there, everything is set to go. All I have to do is hit the start button, and we'll be streaming live on Facebook and taking requests. Now, I want to get this a lot closer so that you can actually see some of these requests. Let me see if I can do this. I wonder if I can zoom in. No, it's not going to let me zoom in. So do this. I'm going to move this in so that you guys can see this, but I want you to know that I do not recommend getting this close with your live stream. Get a little further back so people can see your guitar and all of that kind of stuff. It looks a lot better. Now, sound is another important thing. Make sure you got a good sound going on. The guy that we were watching earlier, he sounded really good. A lot of the times the phones, they sound great just by themselves. So we're going to set it up and start taking some requests to see what happens. That's the fun part about this. So we've set up our account. We've got all of our stuff together, all of our songs in our song list. We've got everything set up for them to tip. We've got our credit cards in there. We've got it set to live stream on MySongList and on Facebook. We've got it set to accept tips. And we have everything where we're ready to go. All we got to do is hit the button and go. So the only other tip I would have before you started streaming is to make sure you got a good drink. Make sure you're in tune. Because then you're live. Once you push it, you're live. So we're going to see what happens here. We're going to probably get some requests. All right, here we go. We're going to hit start. All right, it's going. It's live. Now up here, it'll show you how many viewers we have. Right now, we've got 0 viewers. It says we're waiting for requests. So that's usually a good time to play songs that aren't on your list. Because if you play them, and then they show up and they didn't hear them, they'll request them again, and then you have to play them twice. All right, so if you're still watching, I'm going to have to finish this video. Apparently, I'm running out of space or something on my phone or the network. I don't know what's going on, but that's not cool. So hopefully you're still there. If somebody is still there watching, give me a comment or something so I know it's still working before I actually turn it off. That's... So is there anyone on the Facebook side of this? Let me know if you are on the Facebook side, because I'm getting mixed messages here. Now, if you could see here, I've got 2 viewers already. So hey guys out there on the MySongList app. All right, cool. The Facebook is also still working. So if somebody on the MySongList app will just hit request on one of those songs so we can show somebody what it looks like to get a request on here. And so everybody's on there. Let's go in the chat room real quick and see what's going on in the chat room. So we've got a couple of people in the chat room now. That's cool. So let's see what happens here. Let's go to the request. Hey guys, how you doing? All right, so check it out. That's how it looks when a someone requests a song, it pops up that quick, bam. And thank you for doing that. And that's what you do. You see that, you say, okay, thanks for so and so for requesting whatever they requested, and then you play it. So that's my cold shot. So let's do some cold shot. Once was a sweet thing, babe, held out love in our hands. Now I reach to kiss your lips, but just don't mean a thing. And that's a cold shot, babe. Yeah, let's try. That's a cold shot, babe. All right, so that's some cold shot right there from MK. So you click that and it goes away. Now look, it says 1 minute ago. So it will keep tab on how long you've had a request up there. If you keep playing, it'll stay there and it'll keep going. And it'll say 30 minutes, 35 minutes. It'll just be intimidating. So you need to clear them out and you need to make sure you play them. If people request them, make sure you play them. It's kind of hard if you get to the end of the night, but you know, it's still always good karma to finish out all your requests. So we've got this one here. It's one of mine, Stevierock, I'm Falling, and it doesn't have any words, so I'm not going to click on that. It doesn't have any words inside the MySongList app because I didn't put them in, but I should have shown you on the other one. But here you go. So I'm Falling is another one of mine, and it was requested by Anonymous. So that's just somebody that hopped on there to check it out. I want to thank you for checking it out. But, I mean, really, look how easy this is. I've got it set up in my garage, and I'm taking requests live. And people can actually tip live. So that's the whole point of this, is the ease of being able to do this, being able to, you know, set it up real easy and real quick and get it done and broadcast from anywhere. You know, I've talked to the guys at MySongList and they've told me about people broadcasting from in front of Mount Rushmore. I think they told me somebody did that. So, you know, take the time and check out the app. It's free. Thank you guys for coming down here and participating. The rest of the time, I'm going to take a few requests and play for you guys, but I'm going to turn off this side over here. So give me just a second to finish up on my tutorial, and we'll jump back in over here and play some songs for you guys. But over here, I want to tell you guys this is something that is a game changer for artists to be able to get yourself out there. The web is worldwide. It's not just your neighborhood. You can do this from anywhere and broadcast to anywhere. And people can watch you right here and tip you and follow you. You can build your own little scene right here with MySongList. But it's easy. And real quick before we actually stop here, I want to show you what's set up here. So you guys out there on the MySongList, give me just 1 second. And I will be right back. So I'm going to stand up and show you the setup here. So just some kind of a backdrop is the main thing. Seat yourself where you've got good lighting, you know, and then just make sure that you've got a way to see the MySongList app, you know. And if you do use words like me, I use words sometimes up here if I don't know the words. That's my crutch. And, you know, your lighting can be any kind of lighting. I use our stage pars. I just use some of those. And That's about it. And the other thing I'll add, this makes a big difference, is front lighting. You know, see, I've got this front lighting right here that makes a big difference. It's right, you know, it keeps you from being just washed out color like you see right there. So anyway, thank you guys for tuning in into the tutorial on the MySongList app. I'm going to hop over here and play some tunes for these guys.